Hey everybody, look at what we just found here on Ethereum daily chart. What you're looking at right now is the moving average forecast of 20 and 50 days. And so the 50 is the purple, 20 is the orange one, and they are about to touch each other in just less than 2 hours. Our day is closing, so the next one there will start converging right around this area and potentially dip under for the next, in a candle or two. It really depends how the next couple of days going to play out. And while, technically this is a death cross, there's not so much to worry about this time, I believe, because first of all, the way it is approached here is so the 50 day is actually quite somewhat flat. I mean, considering so this angle here was a lot steeper than here or a little bit further down. It's just starting to flatten a little bit, whereas the 20 day is not going like from the top down. It's not as steep. Really, if you look at it, it's just approaching it nicely and softly. So probably dip down here for a little bit. And so, like I mentioned, even though it is a death cross situation, there's not that much to worry about. In fact, and that's why we gathered here today, there's more to be excited about than not. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and smash the like button for this video. And let me take you down in the history and see what happened the last time Ethereum chart printed the same type of moving averages, the cross and kind of like moving along together for some time. So the 20 and the 50-day moving averages look the most similar to me here in this area where it was a little bit of volatility and Ethereum was going, kind of like volatile and up and down while the moving average is starting to converge. As you can see here, we had the touch and they kind of started moving along together until one day we printed this green candle and we followed with another giant move up. The move up was about from the opening to close 7% or to the top of the wick about 10%, and that kicked off a really nice rally all the way up into the 400s. So, and if you were to take a measured move from the area, let's say from this candle, I took it from the bottom, it's possible to, to enter around this area. Maybe a little bit later is fine if you want to be more like conservative. And just holding in the same position here, it would have been a gain at about 90%. So the lines here, converging these two lines and getting a little bit more coiled up and some consolidation action gave a birth to this almost 100% move on the upside. Now this happened actually less than a year ago, around July area, end of July, and of course you could say like, hey, we could have just held it all the way to the current top, and of course it would have been like a 700% gain. But I'm looking at a slightly shorter time frame here because I feel like we're not at the bottom anymore. We know that the market is kind of we're in the middle of the bull market, maybe moving closer to the latter stage of it, or possibly it might be a double peak bull market, in which case the first peak might have been already clocked in here, like who knows. But it doesn't mean, even though if Bitcoin gets let's look at Bitcoin for a second, gets a nice solid rejection here and just goes down, like just shoots right down, like all this altcoins that you see on the right side of the panel, they have to go somewhere. And considering that Bitcoin is going down, altcoins are more likely to jump into Ethereum than any other asset class or asset in the crypto. So with that said, it is possible that Bitcoin is gonna just slow down a little bit, and meanwhile, or start dumping a little bit. Meanwhile, Ethereum is going to get some much needed and much deserved attention, because Ethereum has been working a lot on a new technology, on improving its network, and it took some time, but hopefully this time the solution is a lot more sustainable, and it's gonna solve some of the problems Ethereum had before. So with that said, I feel like Ethereum has quite a lot of potential, and if we're just to take like, let's just imagine we're going to see some move, let's say 100% from we can go a little bit lower. Let's say it's gonna dump to the $1,600 area, 1,500 maybe even, and then start breaking out. So if we start to break out and re-enter at about anywhere between $1,700 to $1,800, then we could see potentially another 100%, which is $3,600 approximately. It is not completely out of the map for Ethereum. In fact, I'm starting to think that it's a lot more likely that Ethereum is going to reach $3,600 or a lot more. Ethereum has a lot more potential to go up, considering how much money was poured into the Bitcoin and the alts. Bitcoin was it's about $1 trillion, and if it starts bumping, some of this money they gotta go somewhere. And the same with the alts. Like, alts get scared, they'll probably pump before they dump. Let's say Bitcoin dumps, then alts get some really nice returns, but alts are very risky compared to Ethereum. And then from then on, people start taking their profits back into something, and considering Bitcoin is down, it will all flow into Ethereum, which is the second biggest and second most liquid asset in the cryptocurrency market. So it's quite possible that we're going to see 100 or maybe even 200% up, definitely on the books. Like, I wouldn't be that surprised. And if it goes higher than that, then I will not be very upset about it either, because I'll probably leave a little bit of Ethereum to run up and take a couple more profits along the way as we go, flying through $3,000 area and up, and just take profits systematically as we move around along this journey, which may take us a while, right into the middle of the year, quite easily. If you can see here, I'm looking at approximately June, July area. So if you like the content, guys, smash the like button. Definitely throw a comment down below. What do you think about this scenario, or if I missed something, some piece of information, because I don't really read the news every day, but I do look at the charts daily. I'm mostly doing the TA analysis here. I would love to hear some tech perspective from you. All right, have a good one. I will see you in the next video.